Hey guys, welcome to the first ever episode of WWE Sides, where we look at all the side episodes from NXT 205 and the Mixed Match Challenge as well. So on here, we'll give quick reviews, what we think of the shows, where do we think these are going to take in a direction of, pay-per-views. So here you go, let's kick off. So let's start off with 205. The show started off with Daniel Bryan introducing the new GM of 205, which was Drake Maverick. Now, if you don't recognise the name, that's because at TNA he went with Rock Star Spud. He's a cruiserweight himself, very much a all-round champion in that level. And to be honest, it was an interesting reaction he got from the fans. Most fans were like, who is this guy? And the others were booing because they have changed his name. For me personally, it doesn't really make a massive difference. But for me, he did make a massive difference in 205. Straight away, it felt fresh. It felt like this guy's in charge. He's introducing himself to every cruiserweight he met that night. And it worked. It just felt like he's in charge and everyone should respect him. I like this idea. I like this concept that now 205 have a GM. I'll see how it goes, but hopefully this does bring fresh air into the 205 brand. Talking about 205 brand, he introduced a 16-man tournament for the Cruiserweight Championship, which was vacated since Enzo has left. Now for me, this is a great idea because it goes back to how the Cruiserweight came back with the Cruiserweight Classic. And I think this is fantastic. I look forward to seeing how it evolves. But the crown will be at Wrestlemania, which will be absolutely fantastic. Hopefully we'll have some surprises on the way. But there you go. The first match of the night was also a first round match, and that was Cedric Alexander, the former #1 contender for the Cruiserweight Championship, taking on the Gran Metalik. Now for me, this is a great way to start off the show. And it is a good way to show the abilities of a 205 Live crew. Because for me, I haven't watched a lot of 205, so this was great to see that these guys have so much talent. And to be honest, they had plenty of time to show it off as well. Cedric Alexander got the win. Not much of a surprise there, but for me, it was a good match. And Gran Metalik, wow, what he can do on the ropes is absolutely amazing. I've never seen some of the stuff being performed like that in the ring, so that was just mind-blowing for me, and it was great to see. Then our next match of the night was TJP taking on Tyler Bate. Again, first round for the Cruiserweight tournament, and again this was a good match. Drake Maverick was going around to like I said, he was going around introducing himself to everyone, and he talked to TJP. He said, look, I want the TJP who won the Cruiserweight Classic. If you don't bring him tonight, you know where you're going to beat my fellow Englishman, Tyler Bates. And that was good. Tyler Bates has been built up as quite a star in recent weeks. Since he's lost the UK tournament, he's felt a little bit lost. But every time he's on the show, he just feels like he's bringing in fresh energy, and it needed this in the 205 brand. And the match itself was really well performed. TJP really worked the leg, which was absolutely fantastic. And yes, TJP is a heel, and he's had a lot of mishaps since he's come back from his injury. But again, this was his first victory since coming back from his injury, and it was a shame to see Tyler Bates lose. But to be honest, I don't want him on 205. I want him on the main roster on SmackDown. Personally, that's just my opinion. I just want him on SmackDown because I think he'll be absolutely brilliant taking on people like Bobby Roode. But we're going off topic here. Good match, and it was the final match of the night, and it was really, really well performed. Then we go to our Mixed Match Challenge. Pretty much Alexia Bliss and Braun Strowman taking on Becky Lynch and Sami Zayn. It was a good match. Very off script. It was very much different to what you see on the main rosters on Raw and SmackDown. And then you can tell the competitors had a lot more fun and a lot more freedom to act how they would like to act in the ring. Sami Zayn was playing about with the crowd. Becky Lynch was trying to get him to shake the fans' hands. Braun Strowman and Alexia Bliss just have this really good chemistry between the two of them. It's so funny. It's like a brother sister kind of joking around, and it's just so funny. And you get to see those little Facebook like clips they do as well. For me, you know, the Mixed Match Challenge, it's promoting good causes. I like the concept, I like the idea, and I think it's a, you know, it's a little gem out there. Yes, for us in the UK, we have to wait a few days to see the matches because obviously we have to wait for it to come on the network. But you know, it's good fun, and Braun Strowman and Alexia Bliss getting the win made sense. They're competing for Connor's Cure, which is a big partnership with WWE. So, but anyway, you know, surprisingly, good match. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed how Sami was scared of Braun. I liked how Becky went. You know, performed. She felt stronger than Alexia throughout that match, to be honest with you. But absolutely fun. Can see why WWE are pushing this Mixed Match Challenge on Facebook. But now we're on to NXT for the week, and this NXT took part after TakeOver Philadelphia, and oh man, the Philly crowd were lucky, and they were awesome again here. We got to see Nikki Cross taking on Lacey Evans. That was, you know, quick match. Nikki Cross is again, they're building up to be what I feel like a true #1 contender. Their match was just, it was messy. It's Nikki Cross's specialty. It doesn't look tidy. It doesn't look, you know, safe. But she is an absolutely awesome competitor, and I can't wait to see what they do next with her. I hope to God she soon challenges Amber Moon for the NXT Women's title. Then we got TM61's return match, and these guys are awesome. I enjoyed them back at the Dusty Rose tournament, which they did, and that was great. But they got injured, been on the shelf for a while, and now they're rebuilding themselves. And you know, it was a good, not easy win, but it was a good match to watch, and you got to see how they perform if you haven't seen them before in the ring. And for me, they built a new fan here. I am definitely behind TM61. I think these guys could at some point in the future challenge for the NXT titles, or you know, move to the main roster and challenge, because I could definitely see them getting pushed up soon, because I think they have that ability, and I think the way they performed last night, well, at NXT, was absolutely awesome. And this takes us to our main event for NXT, and it was Roderick Strong taking on Tyler Bates. That's right, Tyler Bates was main eventing not just 205 this week, he also main evented NXT, and that was awesome. The guy is absolutely brilliant. He's showing what British strong style is all about. Him and Pete Dunne are the literal jewels of British strong style in the UK wrestling scene, and just watching him again having a really good match against someone like Roderick Strong, who I think is very much underused in NXT half the time. Just brilliant. It was so good. I was enjoying it. It was for #1 contender to take on Pete Dunne. Fortunately, my man Bates didn't get the win. Roderick Strong did get the win, which is awesome, because I do want to see Roderick Strong take on Pete Dunne, because I think that's going to be another classic match for Pete Dunne to have. But good main event, got the Philly crowd excited, and I can't blame them. It was entertaining from start to finish. And there you go, guys. That's our first episode of WWE Sides. I hope you guys liked it. Just like I said, 205 feels fresh. This could be a new beginning. The tournament, going back to the Cruiserweight classic concept. I like it. Hopefully it can pull off and give 205 what they desperately need, a new start. The Mixed Match Challenge, I love the concept. I think this is a great idea. Social media mixed with charity work, I love it. And because this is the first episode, I haven't mentioned the other winners. We had Sasha Banks and Finn Balor beating Shinsuke Nakamura and Natalya in the first match of the Mixed Match Challenge. And then we had Asuka and The Miz beating Big E and Kamala in the second match of this tournament. For me, Mixed Match Challenge, I love it. I think this could really work for WWE, but let's see how that goes. And then NXT. What can I say? If you got to see NXT, wow. I'm just jealous. That brand is just every time I watch NXT, I just think it gets better and better. Even some of the poorer episodes, you go, damn, that's still better than some of the stuff we get on Raw and SmackDown. But there you go, guys. That's our first ever WWE Sides review. Please leave a comment below. If you like our videos, please like, subscribe, and you know what, follow me on Twitter @Boise88, and I'll see you guys next time on Smack Talk Wrestling Reviews.